Good afternoon, traders. Today is the 27th of August. We're going to get started with your 5-minute market recap brought to you by Mint.com. All right, let's get started. First, we're going to start off with the ES chart, the S&P E-mini futures contracts. You can see a longer-term picture here with my Fibonacci modeling system. We have an A, B, C, D wave already set up with a big sell-off last week, potentially targeting down here this 3126 area and potentially this 3495 area. We do have some intermediate support right over here at around 4037. We could see the markets try to hold up at this level, maybe a 10 or 15% chance of this. If it gets below this 34, let's call it 40, roughly 4033, 4035, gets below this level, then it's going to be moving much deeper to the downside. All right, next we are going to go to the Nasdaq. Let it load up here real quick. Here's again a broad term picture of the Nasdaq. We have a very similar setup. We have an A, B, C, D formation, which sets up a very big E formation. You can see downside targets for the Nasdaq are 10,715 and 9,228. Be very cautious of this support level right here, 12,565 roughly. This could still be very strong support for the markets. We could see a nice little recovery here and see this try to push again a little bit higher. Next, we're going to go to the, let's go to the SPY. We have the same setup, ladies and gentlemen. It's going to be available on almost every chart. We have the A set up down to here. We have the B set up to here. We have the C set up down to here. And then we have the E set up to here, which gives us that same A, B, C, D, looking for an E. Get rid of this real quick. And understand that our E formation is our downside target on the SPY is 350, roughly 351, and 310, roughly 311. So understand that we are looking for a downside move. We do have some historical support right in this area at roughly 399.82. So be aware, we could see some support in this area. We could see the markets attempt to hold and bounce a little bit further off of this level, potentially setting up a slight little correction, possibly even trying to get above this level here and attempting to move a bit higher before we see a big breakdown here. Next, let's go to the Bitcoin. We are looking at Bitcoin. Last week, I predicted Bitcoin is going to move lower and is going to attempt to potentially get below 18,000. Let's spread this out a little bit, shrink this down. What we're looking for, ladies and gentlemen, is Bitcoin to move lower as I've drawn here, and then potentially start to form a bottom. We need to see Bitcoin get below this 18,000 level down in this area here, right in that area. Once it gets down into that area, then we have a pretty strong likelihood of a nice little rebound. It's got to kind of retest new lows over here. Then we have a pretty strong chance of a rebound somewhere around the early September, the 5th, 6th, 7th, or 8th. We might see a real big rebound to the upside, just like I talked about last week. But right now, Bitcoin is channeling within the range that I predicted. We need to see it trade down below 18,000, roughly 100, in order to confirm my bottom side prediction. Okay, lastly, let's go to gold. And where we're at with gold here is we are doubling down near these extreme lows. Gold is holding up very well. Let's let this load. Gold is holding up very well considering what's happening in the US dollar. We've got this extensive double, triple bottom formation. You can see it back over here. It actually goes back even further. You can see here, this zone here, this bottoming zone that has been holding up with gold is really very critical support. We're up above those levels right now. The next move higher in gold is going to be 1887 to 1971. Then we're going to find some resistance up in this area. But as long as it stays above this 1666, 1665 level, we are golden, literally golden for an upside move. And gold is going to become even more valuable than you can even imagine. Okay, follow my research on Twitter. Follow me on YouTube. Go to ment.com, MENT.com, to check out all of my research and create your free account.